look around the circle and I see a lot of really, really young faces. And I see some not so young faces. And I ask myself, are you sure you know why you're here? I know you think you know why you're here. And I know some of you probably deeply believe you know why you're here. But do you really know why you're here? And the reason I ask you that question is this. First time I set foot on this campus was 1969. And I came over here to protest a war that was unjust. And I came over here to protest what they had done to my cousin. Because my cousin went to Vietnam and I don't know who came back. But he was a shell of the person who went there. And I came to protest because I saw cops beating pregnant black women. Today I'm 61 years old. I'm a trans woman of color. And I lived twice the lifetime of other trans women in this city. There's something deeply wrong with that picture. I have 2 children and 3 grandchildren. The odds say that if one of them is trans, they won't get a chance to have the experience that I had. There's something deeply wrong with that picture. So I ask you again, do you really know why you're here in this circle? Because if you're trans and if you're of color, you may not have the experience that I had. You may not get a chance to stand in the middle of this circle and address someone else. You may not have a chance to advocate 40 years from now. It just may not happen. There are so many times I was supposed to have been dead already. I already know that I've lived 3 lifetimes. My mission today is to ask you not to let your passion die out. It's to ask you not to get comfortable because you find a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a trans friend, or whatever it is you're looking for, or a piece of tech that makes you so damn comfortable that you don't want to fight for somebody else anymore. I'm here to ask you today that when you're a little bit tired or you're a whole lot tired, to reach out for someone else. And I'm here to ask you today to set your privilege aside, and when you go in your head and you think you know, to humble yourself for a minute and look past what you're looking at on the outside and realize that there's somebody there that may not be hating, they may just simply be smarter than you. And to remember that each of us is an expert in our own experience. And the next person who grows past you might be the next one that helps you up the ladder. It's not about competition. It's really about show and tell. And I'm asking you to help organizations that can't get help. Because here's the whole thing about it. Our experience can't be replicated and quantified all the damn time.
Right.
That don't fit anywhere, and then tell somebody, find me another one that looks just like it. Because here's the thing I know about sociology. When they told me to find the looking glass self, I didn't find a damn soul who looked like me because it was 1956. And there wasn't a place for me to go because there wasn't an internet. And it wasn't a book. So it was just about surviving. And so sometimes even in this day and age, because some folks just identify as queer, some folks identify as unidentified. And we have to make sure that that stays all right. We have to make sure that that stays completely acceptable. And we have to make sure that somebody who ain't inside the jar of jelly beans tries to tell you that you don't belong in your damn jar of jelly beans. And if you don't understand what I mean, sometimes people go, there's something wrong with inside of that jar of jelly beans, and they're not a damn jelly bean. Okay, because I was a purple speckled jelly bean, and they're going, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. And I had to, look, I had to come to my own understanding about who I am and my own reality, so that some white man with a DSM didn't tell me, are you sure you're trans? And I'm like, are you trans? And he's like, no. And I'm like, how the hell would you know? You know? So what I'm saying to you, and I'll close with this, is Sometimes the best thing that you can say as an ally, if you're an ally, is, I don't know. Help me understand. And sometimes I can say, the best thing I can say to you, okay, is anyone who's willing to help, is we don't always have all the answers either. I'm 61 and I'm still emerging.
Right.
Okay? Because the whole thing about it is once I've arrived, I stop growing. You don't want anybody to stop growing. So help us all grow together.